I've started my level off with just implementing the hammers first, as I wanted the player to be introduced to a trap but not have it too difficult. And in my level I've added a secret area down here where if the player continues they'd face a door which is locked. So to be able to unlock that door, the player will have to walk up here and make it past a series of traps to be able to find a lever. So once the player pulls the lever, the door that was shown before will open, as shown here. This area is my secret level, well, secret area that the player can get power-ups from, such as lives and armor. However, the player will have to make it through a series of traps to be able to make it there. I've also introduced a lever and platform system, so when the player pulls the lever, the platform will toggle whether it's moving or not, as shown here. This allows the player to maneuver around the traps however they like, so they can spend as much time as they want rather than being rushed. And then once the player's got all the loot that they want, they just have to make it back the same way. I did this to create make it a bit different for my level. Also because I wanted a lava dungeon theme, I've added lava on the bottom, which will damage the player when they contact with it. And I've also added the torches with the fire effect, just to create that sense of darkness. And here, this is where the player has to dodge the traps that are coming above them to make it back up. In this section of the level, if the player continues to go left and make it up to the floor above, there will be a locked door. However, to unlock that door, the player must go past these traps, like so, and interact with this button on the floor by just standing on it. This will make the door open at the top and allow the player to progress through their level. As shown here. This is the part of the level that I thought I'd make it a bit more interesting, as the player will bounce around the jump pads like pinball, and it just makes it seem a bit more enjoyable, as shown here. I did this so the player doesn't always have to run around and maneuver themselves. This part of the level, I decided to make a platform similar to other ones. That way you can move by pulling the lever, as then you can control how you want to move. And also to the right, here in that door, that is another secret room that contains power-ups as well. However, to unlock that door, the player must find the switch to unlock the door, which is located here. And I added this moving platform here so the player could always get back up to the top. And these are the power-ups as shown. This door here leads to the end of the level, but to unlock that door, the player will have to make the way up on the platform to get to this different section. However, most players will jump off here if they think it's a secret, as they see the power-ups. However, the player can make their way up here, but this is the hard route, as I'll show you after this. If you continue to go up to the top, this will be the easy route, where if you follow the easy route as well, there's a button that's located over here. If you by pressing this button, it unlocks another door to another secret area with power-ups. So if the player goes up the hard route, then they're going to miss out on the extra loot. As shown, there was no traps along there, which made it the easy route. And once the player comes up from here, they cannot go back, as the traps are there, stopping them. So if the player comes from the hard route, they'll have to come here, pull the switch, and they'll have to go back the same way, making it more challenging for them. I decided to do the same thing as I did with the moving platform before, by adding a lever so that the player can stop the platform whenever they want to avoid the traps. And this is the secret room that unlocks if you press the button. Finally, leading up to the end, this is the final section of the level. I decided to make this a little challenging, but not too challenging, as it's the last part, and to create this sense of darkness, like in a dungeon. I made the environment quite dark, and I just put torches around and the lava on the floor to create that sense, as it's dark enough to create that sense, but it's not that dark, so you can't see the traps. For example, the lava will kill you as well. And then I just left a little message saying congratulations on finishing the level. And this is the end of the level.